one of the tensions in the ideation process with design is that you don't want to judge ideas too much in the beginning, but at the same time, you're gonna have to, by necessity, edit some stuff down. And a thing that I started doing, I didn't do this forever, but it's been a more recent development, is that in the ideation phase or in the research phase, the ideation phase, I kind of entertain all options. So if I have a project that there's no possible way to do a photo shoot for it, but a piece of reference material pops up or an idea pops up that's photo oriented, I will still capture that and respect that. It's just that at this stage in the game, I might not share it with the client. But one of the reasons I still include it and I still kind of like honor it and allow it in is that today there's not the room for that and there's not the budget or the timeline. But that doesn't mean that in a month from now or 2 years from now that those things won't be relevant. So what I try to do is that in the research phase where I'm going to have time to spend a few minutes thinking about something that doesn't work, I'll entertain everything. I just won't necessarily show it all to the client, but I'm going to entertain it all because I see no downside to that. And I think that's one of the values or one of the valuable parts of trying to divide up your design process so that the chunks at the beginning are bigger than the chunks at the end, because it's okay to waste 5 or 10 minutes going down this rabbit hole of thinking about something that you can't actually do, but that feels right. And one of the things I'm not going to do is take some project that has almost no budget and can't do that thing right now. I'm not going to throw that stuff in and try to get the client to be like, you should really pony up more money. Like that kind of thing doesn't interest me. But what I do want to do is I just want to capture as much as possible. And if something feels relevant or feels right, at the very least, I want to know that I have it in case later that becomes relevant again. And I've already been thinking about it. And I think this is maybe a part 2 to this. I think there's a value in thinking bigger for your clients, even if they're not ready for it, meaning that they don't have the budgets or they don't have the audience or the platform yet, but that you're doing them the favor of at least thinking about them in terms of where maybe they can go or what they're capable of. And I think that's a lot different than wishing that they were different. I think a lot of people want to take any project and wish that it was bigger and wish that it was better or had a better budget or whatever. I'm talking more about the idea of don't be enslaved to the notion of what your client is today, because what they are today could be different than what they are in a year in terms of platform or in terms of finances or budgets or whatever. But what they're about is probably still the same. And that's why I think it's really smart and you're doing a favor for your client by but by entertaining all those options, even if today you're just making them a flyer. And I think it just kind of ties in the idea that like when you're in the beginning of a project, there's no pain and there's nothing lost by looking into that. It's only a bad idea if you have 16 hours to do something and you spend 12 of them thinking about something that can't actually be done. Thanks for watching.